when you make the money, ensure that it is placed in a space where at the age of 70, well, I'm almost 70, and you can't walk like me, and you can't dance like me. You know, you've been in a position where you can say, now I can retire, I can rest. You know, I was talking to someone from Old Mutual some other, I said, you guys owe me money. Because, you know, Old Mutual demutualized at some stage. And those who had invested in insurance policies were given shares within, and I'm still coming after you guys because I think I still have that money in, you know, as part of my investments. But what I'm saying is that when it's very important. You know, there's a book I read, it's called The Richest Man in Babylon. The Richest Man in Babylon. It's very important that we read. We engage people that understand about finance and ensure that when we make investments for longevity rather than showing off. You know the biggest problem with us, our people? How kreya tjhelete, o reka koloi. We buy cars. Yes, we need to buy cars. We buy cars, you know that ad? It's directed at certain people. But we buy cars to show off, not to use. Now, instead of spending money to buy an apartment, you spend money to buy a car that you pay an installment on when you should be paying an installment on something that is of value. In the long run, the car that you bought that is so fancy, as soon as it leaves the store, its value just goes down. But your apartment becomes an investment worth of your lifetime.
When I was celebrating 10 years in the music business, I went and bought an Aston.
Come on!
And, you know, and I remember 4 years later, I jumped into that Aston. I went to a dealership. I don't want it anymore. Because I got to a place where I felt like I was being owned by this car. But for me, you know, getting that Aston was just that power of intent. You know, I mean, I used to test drive that car, you know, and then keep patel. I was just like, you know, I've grinded for so many years. That's the car I want to buy. But I've learned there are more valuable things, you know. But yeah, it was a motivation.